narrative must change, adapt to this. So many pathways life's journey takes, down one road, an open door at the end of it. A left turn, move backwards, a wall
Sorry, y'all, I'm messing around with the sound. For some reason, I'm trying to get for some reason, the, the sound from Chrome, from Google Chrome, is not picking up in the right audio line. The one that I have designated for Google Chrome, so I'm having to use all desktop audio right now, to do the music. So it's not been a good day. I don't know, fuck. I just want to race cars. We're just bringing down the sound of the music a little bit. Just doing that so it's a little bit quieter than the microphone. And we're gonna listen to some of this music while we turn some laps, getting ready for the race. Okay, so that's good. Alright. Sorry about the sound issues, guys. It's like I said, it hasn't been a good day. But we are gonna go ahead and start up the stream. Thank you all so much for being here. I also have to jump in Discord. I'm gonna let Andrew know that I'm streaming in case he doesn't already. I think he already knows. But yeah. So alright, let's bring down the volume just a little bit more there. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go hop in and let him know real quick. Yo, Andrew. Yo, Andrew. Uh-oh. God damn it, dude.
What's up?
Nothing's on. Yo, I'm streaming, so I gotta pop down to the studio. I just want to let you know that I was online now, and I'm gonna jump into the studio because I'm already streaming. But yeah, sorry. I wanted to let you know because I wanted to come to this channel first. I'm having sound issues and shit like that, so Discord audio's on, even though it shouldn't be. It just fuck. Yeah, nothing's working. But yeah, I'm gonna pop down to the studio. You can come down there if you want.
Hey.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and jump over to the trailer for everybody, and then I'll be back in just a second.
Go ahead.
Left. Tattoo is the best. Tattoo, he doesn't believe in cold. Riley Reid is his favorite pour. Tattoo, he's cool as fuck. Tattoo, he's a juggalo. Tattoo, he is the best. Tattoo, he doesn't believe in cold. Riley Reid is his favorite pour. Riley Reid is his favorite pour. Tattoo, he's cool as fuck. Tattoo, he's a juggalo. Tattoo, he is the best. Tattoo, he wants to know how magnets work. Tattoo, he tries so fast. Tattoo, he tries so fast. Tattoo is badass. Tattoo, he races cars. Tattoo, he turns left.
Hey y'all, how you doing? Hope everybody's having a great day. Um, I'm fucking panicking, but I'm I'm still excited. Jesus, dude, today has not been a good day. Uh, okay. I I kind of owe it to everybody. I gotta go through normally what I say here at the beginning of these streams. Um, I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. But I gotta get my shit together. First of all, like I wanna thank our sponsors, Fate and Chaos, the metal band, and my buddy Survival Viper, who's taking a hiatus from streaming right now. It's with the help of both these sponsors, they help us cover the cost of race, and Fate and Chaos even made us a theme song for the channel. So I'm super grateful for everything that they do to help us out. It's awesome, man. And I love having y'all's logos on the cars. And man, it's like a dream come true to like be racing for something um that's larger than just myself. And The music that you guys are listening to here on stream, the only music that I play on stream now. I used to play a whole bunch of different music, and just have random shit playing. But to make it so I don't get any copyright strikes and shit like that, we only play music that we're approved to play. And thankfully, one of our sponsors, is a metal band, so we have the ability to play music on stream without getting copyright strikes. Um, so I absolutely love that. Uh, I've always loved music my entire life. I think almost everybody does. I don't know anybody that doesn't like music, just because depending on the mood you're in, there's almost always some kind of music that like lines up with the emotions you're feeling at that point in time. Man, I'm fucking exhausted. I took my medicine a little while ago. I'm waiting for it's still kind of at that point where it's starting to kick in, but I still feel like absolute garbage. So I was super stressed out this morning, and I don't know why. I don't know why I was just having like super high anxiety and like just like being on that edge of feeling like I was gonna have an anxiety attack. And then I had a seizure. And then I was still kind of just like out of it, like all after that. And like I was fucking up everything this morning. I was trying to make the coffee, and I started the pot of boiling water and accidentally put the coffee grounds in the water on in the pot on the stove, instead of in the French press that we use. So then I had to fucking fix all that, wash out the pot, start making coffee all over again. And then that time I put the coffee grounds like in the French press where I was supposed to, but then when I was dumping the boiling hot water in it, I fucking spilled it all over the place. Um, so then I had like boiling hot water that spilled off the counter and onto my feet, and it fucking hurt like hell. Um, so then I finally made the coffee, and it got down to like fucking freezing last night after it being 91 degrees a day and a half before. So I was making oatmeal this morning, and I've got some fresh blueberries and stuff in there, and a little bit of milk and a little bit of water, and it's warmed up to where I'm about to add the oats to it. And I'm trying to make the coffee at the same time. So what do? Coffee's fully made and ready. Uh, Enough coffee for 2 cups of coffee, one for me and one for T-Dubs. And then I dumped the coffee into the oatmeal. Granted, the oatmeal actually did taste pretty good. I don't know, some reason. Coffee, coffee from the French press, a little bit of vanilla, and a cup of blueberries. for some reason it tasted great in the oatmeal. I don't know why, but we ate it and it was pretty good. Um, so I guess that mistake turned out to be something that in the end was good. But holy shit, I've been a fucking mess all morning. Um, T-Dub said that this morning, like when I was getting dressed, I was like walking around for like a couple of minutes, like not even remembering what I was doing, like getting stuff out of the closet. Like I'd get one. She said that I would get like one clothing item out of the closet, walk around like I forgot what I was doing, uh, and like she said I went over to the shelf where we keep like my eyeglasses case, and I went and opened up my eyeglasses case and put my eyeglasses in the case and then closed it and then walked back across the room and then walked back across the room again to go get my glasses again. And then like it took me like 10 minutes to get dressed this morning. And fuck, I've just been like not here. Uh we went and picked up the groceries this morning. Thankfully, we did grocery pickup instead of going into the store and grabbing groceries this morning before she went to work on the other side of the wall. She works from home, so she went into her office literally right on the other side of the wall from where I am right now. I'm just uh that's pretty much it. I don't have very many words for how I feel right now. I just don't feel like I'm here at all. But today's gonna be kind of a weird day. I kind of let me just say here's the plan. We're gonna run the modified tour race, and then I'm gonna stop streaming. Like we're gonna run that race, and I'm gonna stream it, and I'm gonna record it. I'm gonna stream while we practice in a few minutes for it. But then I'm gonna stop recording. I'll chat with you guys for maybe about 5 minutes, and then I'll find somebody to raid. We'll raid out, and then during that off time after that, I'll work on the video. I'll work on getting this the thumbnail for the video done. I'll work on whatever clips we got or whatever, and getting those prepared, and then I'll work on possibly recording highlights or whatever from some of the races that I did yesterday because I haven't even done that yet because I streamed for like 9.5 hours yesterday. Um, so I'm gonna start chipping away at a lot of the work that I have to do to catch up after yesterday and yeah, and be prepared for the amount of work I'm gonna have to do after today from today's races to add on to the fact that I've already got too much work to do. While I'm also feeling like garbage. Um, and then tonight I'll start streaming probably about an hour maybe or something like that, like I'm doing right now before the super late model race, and then we'll run the super late model race. Um, but I'm sorry guys, like the sound was an issue at the start of the stream and everything else, and I'm not fucking here, but we're here and we're gonna race. Um, all I want to do is go crawl into bed and fucking sleep all day. Because I'm now at the point where I'm exhausted and I don't feel like I'm mentally present. Um, and I have a little bit of a headache coming on, which is fucking. I should have known because I had a migraine last night. Like after I got done streaming and everything else like that, I had a migraine last night. It took me a little while to fall asleep. And normally for me, migraines are a kind of like activity that goes on along with the epilepsy. I wouldn't necessarily say that the migraines are a seizure. I mean, every single time whenever we're talking about epileptic activity with a neurologist, like one of the biggest things they fucking ask me first, since one of my most common symptoms is seizures or of is migraines. Um, but I I don't think it's I don't know. I don't think the migraine is actually like a type of seizure. I think like maybe like I know the migraines always start with the aura as well. Um, but also at the same time I get the blurry vision, the double vision, and everything else like that too. It's just I don't know. I honestly don't know what a seizure is nowadays, just because I've read up so much, and the seizures that the doctor has talked about is just like, yeah, like the fact that I have like I feel like I have like muscle like convulsions and shit like that, and then like I've got like the twitches in my eyes and fucking facial muscles and shit like that, and then just the vision issues, the especially all the shit I did this morning, just not like I fuck. Um, I don't remember how to practice. Like, oh, these practices. Um, oh, okay. I was trying to remember. It's the more ways to race, and then you click on the thing. Fucking scrolled right past it like 5 times. Please, iRacing. Please. iRacing, please. Or OBS or whatever. Like, please have the audio line for iRacing work. Um, oh, and that's what I was talking to you about, Andrew. By the way, our longtime friend and teammate in here is here, chilling with us. But Andrew, I was talking to you about the thing with the mixer, all the audio lines.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just talking. Yeah, since I'm back to talking about that on stream, um, freaking yeah. So like a lot of the programs and stuff, like iRacing, the digital race engineer, like crew chief I'm using, like all of that kind of stuff is all on their own separate audio lines, so I can mute any of them at any time.
Around the track.
And for some reason, the audio line for Google Chrome, like, stopped working and just wouldn't pick up sound anymore. And I was trying to figure it out, no matter how many times I like reset the settings or like, you know, turned that audio line off, went and chose like the, because it would show that the old the one that I already had it set to would be grayed out, but then the current tab in Google Chrome that I was using was, you know, in the list for me to pick from. So I would choose. So I chose that, and it's like no matter how many times like I reset that thing, it just, you know, wouldn't pick up that window. So I was like, what the fuck? And then the only way that I figured out how to do it was to just go ahead and frickin' um, I had to use the all audio thing to pick up all audio on my desktop or on my computer. That was the only way I was able to get it to like fix itself. But it didn't fix itself. It was just I was turning on the audio line that just picks up everything on my computer in general. It was dude, I don't know.
Yeah. That sucks.
Ooh.
Best time, 14.963.
I just need to run as many laps as I can before
Good
registration
stuff. Yet
opens,
another
and then
quickest
once
time,
registration opens, I need to run as
14.8.
many laps as I can. It might be hard for me to talk a lot of times when I'm streaming today, but I'm just gonna focus, if I can, on driving this fucking car. I put in enough practice with a setup I was building. Now I gotta just remember how, or learn how to drive this setup. Already got practice at the track.
Great. Another fastest lap, 14.680.
How long do you think this race is going to go for?
Another fastest lap, 14.474.
I'm not sure, but I think that all of the other races this season so far, which I think there's only been like 2 or 3 or whatever, but because I mean we haven't had very many races yet, but
Yet
I
another
think
quickest,
each one so far,
14.465.
depending on cautions, has gone maybe about an hour and a half, or like an hour to an hour and a half, but if there's a lot of cautions, it could take up to like maybe possibly 2 hours. But this isn't anything where you're going to be stuck here for like 3 or 4 hours. It's probably going to be like between an hour to an hour and a half.
Yeah, but the problem is his wife gets out of work at 4. This starts at 3 for me.
Ah. I mean,
I
if
already pushed the late models back to 6 a.m. on Saturday.
if you get into a split that only has,
Fuel
like, if you
tank
get
is
into a
solid.
split that's super
That lap
clean and
was a
doesn't have
14
like
seconds
hardly
seven.
any cautions, how fast you're ripping around this place? How many laps is the race?
125.
And you're doing like at least 4
Previous
laps a minute,
14.881.
Yeah.
because 15-second laps would be, which you're not even doing 15-second laps, so 15-second laps would be 4 a minute. So if you, I mean, that could, on average, if you don't have like any cautions, if you don't have any cautions, then the race would probably take 125 minutes. That's the ideal situation. If your average is 15-second lap times, which if you run the whole race with no cautions, your average lap time's not going to be 15 seconds. It's probably going to be closer to 14.
15.038.
But if you just round up to 15 to make the math easy, then it's 125 minutes.
Yeah.
Which would be, yeah, okay. So, I mean, it would be,
Last was a 14.5.
the fastest it can be is like a 2-hour and 5-minute race. So basically it's gonna, like, even if there's no cautions, it's probably gonna be a 2-hour race, I think, if the math checks out. Because wait, no, 4 a minute. I'm so fucking dumb. 4 laps a minute. I don't know.
You
I'm
have
dumb. I'm stupid.
179.4 laps left with fuel.
4 laps every minute would be,
78.5 at start.
that was counting 1 lap a minute. I'm dumb. 4 laps a minute would be, in 10 minutes it would be 40 laps. So I'm dumb. I was completely dumb. I was doing the math for 1 lap a minute. But 4 laps a minute, after 10 minutes you would have done 40 laps.
Lap was 15.21 hundredths.
Alright.
So technically, by that math, if you do 4 laps a minute, then 10 minutes is 40 laps, so fucking 20 minutes is 80 laps. 30 minutes is 120 laps. So the fastest you could complete the race would probably be like just over 30 minutes.
Low rear, still there, 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 you're clear.
So actually, yeah, you could probably do it in time, because if it's honestly, you would want the cleanest race possible, because if the race is super clean, then you could be done in like 35 minutes. So like just over a half hour if your race is clean. If you're under caution, I think the caution laps are like 30 seconds. Or something, or somewhere around that, because this place is super small, so caution laps are still relatively quick. Each caution lap would probably be about 30 seconds.
169.1 at start finish.
Alright.
Which at
Well,
that
I know
point
I'll
would
be-
probably...
That was a
I know I'll be
14.927.
bottom split.
But even then, a lot of times when I've been in bottom split, like on Monday nights, if there's two splits and I'm in the second split, we're usually done before top split.
166.2.
Where it's actually the most dangerous is if there's only one split. Because a lot of times it's the real life modified drivers, and then whether they're SK drivers or tour mod drivers, but anytime you get in races with the real life modified drivers, and then all the setup shop guys, it's usually a clusterfuck.
We have 160.
You've seen my videos whenever I'm in top split and I'm dealing with all the setup shop guys and all the real life modified guys, right?
Yeah.
And I get clips of them acting like assholes all the time. Which, I mean, I'm an asshole too, so that's the whole reason why I'm posting them, is because usually a lot of times, even if there's no reason for me to interject my own comments, I interject my own 2 cents. Just because I want to see that fucking wishing well turn into fucking Niagara Falls. Because, I mean, we're all a little bit asshole-y.
Oh yeah. Thinking of hosting a mini stock race.
I want to participate in a team event with driver swaps. That's 24 hours with the mini stocks.
How about that at Newburgh?
No, I was actually thinking more like LA Coliseum, or maybe one of the Legends ovals. You know, put them on like a tiny little track that's less than a quarter. Hell, maybe even South Boston.
159.6
Maybe preferably smaller than South Boston. Put them on like the smallest little oval possible. Do a 24-hour race. It's a team event. Watch people have to fucking fight through that clusterfuck. Imagine how
That
sore
would
your
be
legs
fun.
would be.
Previous lap was a 15 seconds.
Oh yeah.
Just give them unlimited faster pairs or some shit. And then, you know,
There's
find
about
a charity to work with.
158.2 laps
Make it a
left with
giant
fuel.
fucking charity event.
157.3
That's just a
at start
clusterfuck
finish.
of people just, you know, on the smallest ovals possible with the most possible people, and put the highest possible amount of
Previous
teams
14.779.
on the tiniest track with mini stocks. Make it a team event. Set it for, you know, 24 hours. The reason why I say the LA Coliseum is because that's the one that matches perfectly with like you know gladiator style stuff, and that's what I can think of. A 24-hour event with mini stocks at a tiny track like that that's built like a
14.8
Coliseum would
lap.
be fucking amazing. Whenever they put Bowman Gray in the game, which is probably gonna happen before it's gonna happen before the Clash next year. Like it's obviously got to, like, because
13.986 that lap.
they're probably gonna want to put it in the new NASCAR game, which is gonna come out later this year. Since that's where the clash is, you know.
I wish we could have more than just 60 people on a track at a time.
Yeah, because I would do an enduro. I would literally host an event where we have like a fucking enduro for 24 hours at, you know, like
14.9.
Bowman Gray. I mean, actually, the LA Coliseum would probably be better because even though Bowman Gray is in the heart of NASCAR, the LA Coliseum is the one that's actually built like a Coliseum, like the
Last lap
Roman
was a
Coliseum, that literally has seating
14.930.
all around the entire thing.
Yeah.
Or Bristol, just
Let's see,
Bristol.
It's you. When your car dies on track after you crash, you have to remove it yourself. The game doesn't remove it. So
14.9
I'd
on
love to set
previous
up
lap.
lap enduros like we do around here. Where
Oh, the
when
hard
there's-
part is iRacing won't do that, because if somebody escapes out, then the car gets taken off the track.
Right, so they gotta stay sitting in their car. Like they do here. Until
Problem.
the officials decide to throw a red flag.
Problem is, yeah, with that, most of the time, like in a 24-hour race, it's gonna be fucking hard.
Lap was
Or maybe you're
14.8.
just talking about like an hour-long race or whatever.
Talking about just a normal 100 lapper.
Oh, okay.
Just like we run here on the short tracks.
Okay, yeah, if it's only a 100 lapper, that'd be cool.
But gotta get enough people to agree with that. But I wish we could have more than 60 drivers, you know, because some of the enduros end up with anywhere from 90 to 120 cars.
Car low rear, still there, clear. Low side behind, still there, still
I really
there,
like the setup I made for
Still
that
there.
mini stock at Nashville.
still there. Clear.
Wait, mini stock in Nashville?
Yeah,
Who's running Nashville?
nobody. I told you I was thinking about hosting a race.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Sorry.
This
About
track
143.3 laps left with
at
fuel.
night.
142.4 at finish
I didn't know
line.
that that's what the track that you were thinking about. That's the part
Yeah.
that I didn't connect.
Yeah, I love Nashville.
That was a 14.930.
Oh shit, dude. I can't even hear the chat. I'm so sorry, guys. Hold up. Oh, okay, nobody chatted. Cool. I didn't miss anything. The text-to-speech thing that reads off the chat wasn't enabled. It was up, it just wasn't enabled.
Last lap was a 15.1.
Because when you open it up, at first it opens up and it's muted, and you have to click on it to unmute it, so that way it starts telling you the chat.
Yeah.
I've been out on this run for 58 laps.
I did an AI race with that yesterday, and when I started the AI race, it said there were no sets of tires.
Okay, so that means there's not going to be any sets of tires for the race.
136.94 fuel laps to go. 136.06 at start finish.
Car low side behind, still there, unclear, still there.
Previous lap 14.7 tenths.
Look out in 2 seconds. 1 ahead.
$131.2 fuel laps to go. 130.3 at start line. .772 last lap.
Okay, the last like 4 laps in a row have been 14.7s. My fastest lap so far of the entire run was a 14.4, and I'm 66 laps into the run. So I'm past halfway at this point, and the car is still feeling good enough to run, you know, 14.7s.
My fastest earlier today was a 14.3 flat.
Like in the race?
No, that was just practice.
Oh, okay. I don't remember what mine was in practice the other day. It was down around there in the low 14s, I think. I just got super loose because I got down below the yellow line.
Last 15.141.
Gotta be careful down there.
.8 that lap.
14.8.
124.3 laps left with fuel. 123.4 at finish line.
Dude just pulled right up in front of me out of the pits.
Nice.
Cut me off, so I ran a 15.4. He slowed me down from like 14.8 down to 15.4. That was awful. And now he's pulling away from me because he's obviously on fresh tires.
Last was 15.049.
15.0 as I'm getting back up to speed. Dude in front of me that
Careful
just
in
came out of
5
the pits
seconds.
spun out.
1 involved.
Back down to a
Last lap
14.8.
14 seconds 8. .761 previous lap.
Back down to 14.7. I caught the outside wall. That's not gonna help. Ooh, rear end super loose. That was bad. God damn, that slowed me down a big time. Big save though. Rear end is really hot right now.
Last was a 15.3.
We're gonna dial a little bit of front brake into it, try to help it out. Try to make that rear end not so hot. Push the car tight a little bit. I can still hear the rear end sliding.
14.972 on last lap.
We have 1 imminent. Clear.
Previous lap was a 15.
Stop bouncing it off the wall, dude. 85 laps into the run. Started to fall off big time since that run. Because now I'm down around like 15, 15.0, 15.1. That was a 15.004. So yeah, I'm right around like 15s at the end of, towards the end of the run. 87 laps in. Give it a little bit more front brake, see if we can tighten it up a little bit here. Rear end's getting really loose again. I just spun the dial as fast as I could for the brake bias. I probably put a whole shit ton in.
Last 15.1.
15.1. Doesn't help. I'm on lap 90, but I'm trying to push the car when it doesn't want to be pushed right now. Because the tires are pretty much feeling like they're shot now at this point. Honestly, it feels like it's more heat instead of wear. We'll check the tires at the end of the run here.
Last was a 15.2.
15.2.
.9 on previous lap.
.96.
100.3 fuel laps left. 99.4.
We still have
at start
100
finish.
laps of fuel left in the car? Okay. Obviously, fuel's a non-issue.
Oh yeah.
Previous lap was a 15.019.
15.019.
There's 98.5 fuel laps left. 97.6 at start. That was a 14.8.
Ooh, 14.8. Caught the wall really hard, slid the tires really bad. Oh, I'm on lap 102. Doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter. I already ran that full run. Holy shit. Let's see what the tires did. We actually ran like 2 laps more than we needed to.
Fresh car.
Okay. Oh, okay, yeah, okay, it was, yeah, it was heat and wear. Alright, okay, we need to figure this out here. Alright, so the left sides are a non-issue. Left side's 98% on the left front and 97% on the left rear. Um, Temperatures on the left front were around like 160, 170 degrees. Left rear though was like, well, 210 to 215. Um, let's see, the right front was at 90%, and temperatures were like 195, 200. And then the right rear, this is bad. 64% tread remaining. And the temperatures were in the 240s. That's not okay. We need to. We're gonna dial the. We're gonna dial the brake bias back up a good bit in the setup, because I dialed it down to 60%. We're gonna dial it back up to 65% because these cars have a 5% these cars have a 5% adjustability up and down, and normally by default the front brake bias is around 70%, and normally I go lower than that. Normally I'll go to around 67, so I'm gonna start off with 65. That way I can, because these cars have a 5% adjustment, which iRacing gives you usually either 3 or 5, but these cars have a 5% adjustment, so if you start at 65% front brake bias, then, which means 65% of your braking force is in the front, 35% is in the rear brakes. Obviously 50% would mean that your front brakes do 50% of the braking, or have 50% of the brake force, and then the rears also have 50% of the brake force. When you start moving that forward, it means that your brakes in the front start having more force than the brakes in the rear, which will usually make the car tighter in most cases, while you are braking. So what we're gonna do is, so like right here, percentage of braking force acting at the front wheels. More front brake bias equals the car is more stable under braking, but longer braking distance is needed. Too little front brake bias equals car wants to spin under braking. And it didn't actually really feel like my car was wanting to spin under braking when I was using the gas and brake at the same time a little bit, getting into the corner to settle the car. Where it was really feeling like it wanted to snap and spin out was on exit, but I feel like that was because I was getting the rear tires too hot and they were getting slick, especially that right rear. And I think the reason why they were getting that hot is because I was a little bit loose on entry. Um, and when I was dialing more front brake into it, it wasn't fixing it. And the loose on entry made it so, yeah, I like I was able to control it with both gas and brake, but the car was just a little bit too loose to where I was heating up the rear tires as I was getting in. And then I would hit my apex, and when that car kind of hooked and wanted to go off the corner at the apex, because that's what these cars do, you basically drive them, and if you watch them in real life, they drive down into the corner, and then at some point towards the middle of the corner, it looks like the cars all of a sudden just fucking pivot. Like they go down in and they're rotating down into the corner, and they hit that spot where it looks like the car kind of like just settles, and then like almost like sprint cars do, which is crazy. That's what I kind of equate tour mods to, as far as like the way they just rotate. Is like you'll see tour modifieds go down into a corner, and they get to that center point of the corner, and it's like sometimes you'll see the car bottom out just a little bit, like sometimes you'll see like a couple of sparks, but they get down to that point where they finally hit that apex, like especially like they usually spark on higher bank tracks. But like you'll see that point where the modifieds get down into the corner, and once they hit that like center, usually the center of the corner, but right when they hit their apex, all of a sudden the car just kind of like, it looks like it just like sits down and then just pivots at that point, and then it looks like the car is driving itself coming up off the corner. Um, pointed straight down the straightaway, and those cars are rockets, dude. But the kind of the way I equate that is like Sprint cars kind of do the same thing. And with the amount of stagger, and just when you look at the tires of a tour mod, honestly, the only other car that those cars would equate to would be sprint cars. Like, the tires are fucking insane. Like, as far as like how big they are on the tour mod. They're big, wide tires, and the difference from like left to right is fucking crazy. Especially with the way that car like sits. Also, like I mean, the whole car, the whole chassis of those tour mods are built to turn left these days. They used to be when they first started out, like a long ass time ago. Because it's NASCAR's oldest division, but when it first started out, they weren't. They were just modified stock cars. That's why they got the name modifieds. Okay, so we're gonna go down on the brake, or we're gonna go probably with 65 brake bias instead of 60. Because I was only adjusting up to 65, and normally 70 is really stable, because 70 is where the default is in iRacing. But whenever I run that, only being able to adjust down to 65 late in a run feels really it's too tight. And that's because normally for me most of the iRacing setups are just too tight. And these cars usually on a long run, if you're already on a comfortable setup at the beginning of the race, then by the end of the race you're just so fucking tight that it feels like you can't turn the car. I'm not sure if you've experienced that, Andrew. Like, if the modified setup isn't loose in the beginning, if it's just nice and stable at the start of the race, have you ever noticed that it's just way too tight at the end of the race then?
Yeah.
And it's like, because of the way these cars are built, you have to drive them loose. Like, you absolutely have to. Okay, there we go. Just wasn't fully closing iRacing at first. Okay, because I'm sure registration popped up.
Yeah, there's 16 minutes left to register.
Oh shit, I was practicing that practice session way too long then. My bad. Although that was a full race run.
Yeah.
Okay. I was checking with somebody in Discord because I know somebody that's out in like LA, and there was like a fucking house that exploded in LA today. I saw it. I saw it on the news this morning. I didn't even really actually watch the news. It was just the fact that I went to YouTube to check, because I had a comment on one of my videos. So I went to YouTube to check that and reply to it, and like, I saw right there at the top of YouTube, it was like one of the major news, like one of the national like news channels. There was like an advertisement where it was right there at the top of YouTube where it said, like, the headline just said that a house exploded, and it was showing, like, the thumbnail was showing like this house that was just flattened, and they said that they had like dog rescue out there. So apparently they've got like rescue dogs out there trying to see if there's anybody in the house. Fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, who all's in here? What you really gotta look for is you gotta look for the people that might be in another group.
Weather, clear skies above, 73.7
there's a lot of
Fahrenheit
people
in
in
air
this
and
group.
104 around the track, wind from west at 2.1 miles per hour. Strength of field of 2059. Started a new session, 19 connected, 54 minutes left.
I found out the perfect number for me though. 8 to 1, 30 degrees. And I'm gonna go down to 65 on the... What did I say that I was doing before? Oh, the magic number I was at before was 67. Wait, no, 65. I don't remember if it was 65 or 67. Whatever. We're just gonna fucking go with it. Pick one and go with it. Make your decision and stand by it.
2 closing.
Oh, dude, Alan's in here, I think.
Element on a hot lap.
It's clear. Incident in 4 seconds. 1 ahead.
Good afternoon, Alan.
How you doing, Brian?
Beware in 4 seconds. 1 car.
Brian, can you hear me?
Cleared.
Yes, can you hear me?
Improving.
Yeah, man, I got
Another fastest lap. 15.230.
Alright, I've been dealing with sound problems all morning, but I've just had a bunch of stuff going on this morning.
Yep.
1 closing.
You guys know of any leaks for these cars?
I actually had a seizure this morning.
Nope.
Fastest lap. 14.7.
No one behind. Go easy in 4 seconds.
Yes, year
1
Racing
car.
League runs these cars
Watch out.
that were pretty full this year.
What league?
Yes, year Racing League.com.
Oh, okay.
I can stand by
Okay,
that.
3
That's a
seconds.
really good
One
league.
involved.
I raced there.
It's tour mod only, no SKs.
Okay. 14.664. That's another fastest lap time.
And Alan, I love the way it celebrates old modified racing. Like old classic modified racing.
Yeah. Yeah, man, we'll be at this track and Tuesday night, I guess.
Is it a free league or does it cost money?
No, it's free. Donations are taken, but it's totally free. It's a year-long league, though. It doesn't run like, 3 months and then a new season, 3 months. A whole year follows a real tour modified season that happened in the past.
That's it.
There's 185.6 fuel laps to go.
What'd you say their
184.8
website
at
was
start finish.
It's yesteryearracingleague.com. You can look it up. They have a URL.
184.7 laps to go with fuel. 183.8 at start.
Might be yesteryearracing.com.
14.9 on last lap.
Whatever the back of my car is. I can't see it.
I forgot what it was at 1.2, but then I just went
Last lap was
into
a
Google and just typed in
14.8.
yesteryear racing and it just pops right up.
There's a YouTube site too that has a lot of our past races on it, so you can, as well as you know, real tour modified races from Bowman Gray, from
Improving. New best lap.
Smart Tour,
14.644.
the Wheeling Modified Tour, Race of Champions, all those guys. It's all tour modified stuff.
Is it like black and white on the front page?
14.871 on that lap.
Say that again. My crew chief was talking.
Yeah, does it have like a Martinsville black and white picture on it?
Improving. Fastest lap time. 14.6.
The car I'm driving on the track is a. Oh yeah, the picture of the website. Yeah, it's a picture of Martinsville.
Still there.
That's correct.
It's clear.
Whole website's mostly black and white.
15.049 on previous lap.
It's primarily people from the, you know, Old Bastards Racing League, from Red Light Racing League, from like there's like 4
Good
leagues
job.
of
Quickest.
members that kind of
14.6.
participated yesteryear, and occasionally we let in an independent driver. We have a few of those in the league, but it's mostly from Bootleg
That
Racing
was a
League, Red
15
Light
seconds.
Racing League, Old Bastards Racing League, primarily.
Careful.
Bootleg Racing League races SKs. They don't race 4 mods,
14.8
but
previous lap.
they do have, as well as Red Light races SKs, but not really tour mods.
At one point in time, I used to race on both Friday and Saturday nights in bootleg, running like all sorts of different things like street stocks and modifieds and late models.
Yeah, the late models are a blast. I'm still learning that car, but
Last lap.
wow, those things are crazy to
14.988.
drive.
I'll be running the super late model tour race tonight too.
Be careful in 4 seconds. 1 car. On
I
low
got the
side
website
rear.
up on-
Still there. On low side front. Clear.
I put the wall there. My bad.
Even though I don't race in bootleg racing league anymore. I've got other stuff on my schedule on Friday and Saturday nights now, and then at the time, like, there was stress and stuff, and then like also my guild started raiding again and everything else, so my Friday nights got taken up, and there was a couple times when I was running bootleg, but towards the time that I ended, you know, there was conflict with some of my friends, and they stopped racing there, and I stopped racing there. That cleared open conveniently cleared open my Friday nights to go raid with my guild in WoW, which gave me, you know, a little bit of a break from sim racing. You know, just like, you know, a couple nights a week where I didn't race, and I went and hung out with another group of friends, and relaxed, and had fun playing another game that I like to play. Also, my wife, T-Dubs, she's streamed a couple times. She's kind of taking a break from streaming right now because she doesn't know what she wants to do, like, as far as streaming goes. Kind of forgot where I was going with that. Basically, that's another game that I play, but like, my wife used to race. She used to sim race this, and she kind of
Previous 14.
she liked it, but she doesn't like the stress of it, because she kind of likes to, I don't know, she likes the video games that she plays to kind of like be relaxing and more enjoyable instead of being like, you know,
15.063 on that lap.
right on the edge, you know, emotional and you know, stressed out and, you know, like the heart pumping action, just because, you know, like any of the streamers that I've watched out there that use heart rate monitors, I know my buddy Greedy used to use a heart rate monitor. I don't think he does anymore. I know my buddy Billy over at Juiced Racing, like I think he always wears a heart rate monitor. But like when you get amped up, because you're in that, like let's say you're at Daytona and you're 3 wide, or you're at Talladega and you're 3 wide, and you're in the middle, and you're right in the middle of a freaking pack. And for like 3 rows in front of you, they're 3 wide. The row you're in is 3 wide, and like right behind you, they're 4 wide. And you're right in the middle of that freaking pack. Like when you're right in the middle of that crap, your heart rate's up.
Hazard in 5 seconds.
Like it is.
1 ahead. Low side behind. Still there. Still there. You're clear.
There's a lot of times where I've seen people's heart rates up in like the 130s, 140s, sometimes the 150s. But even at the same time, like when they're kind of more resting, because the race is kind of calm and chill at that point. Like right now, my heart rate's probably still at least 80 or 90. Like trying to hang on to this freaking wheel, especially with the force feedback at like 100%, and the game set to like its auto calibrate, where it kind of just auto calibrates to whatever is just below before your wheel starts clipping, because you're maxing out the frequencies that the wheel can operate at.
154.8 next time around.
Shit. I don't know when we're about to go. Ooh, like 2 minutes. Okay. I'm gonna pull into the pits. I'm gonna get out of the car. We're gonna go take a restroom break. This is probably the best time we're ever gonna have to go take a piss. Even though I took a piss right before I started stream, but I drank that cup of coffee before I went to the bathroom. There's no way my body processed it that fast, so it's probably processed it now.
Nick, shut up.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Hell yeah!
shit, I'm back. Oh, crap. Okay, is it gonna auto kick me to the... Okay, yes. Holy crap. Okay, I'm almost ready. Let me put the belts on real quick. Probably not gonna have much time. Like, qualifying's probably gonna be like started by the time I get in. Holy crap. Andrew, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, cool. Sweet.
Fresh car requested.
Alright, now I'm in the yard. I should have a shot at doing
Clear
double
skies,
file restart.
92 on track. Strength of field is 1,861. This is South Boston Speedway, 12 connected, 1 minute 18.3 left.
Okay, let's see here. Do I know anybody in this race? I'm car number 5. Oh.
Damn it.
Alan's in the same race as me. I don't see you, Andrew.
Yeah, I didn't enter.
You didn't sign up for the race?
No.
Oh. Okay. So you're not racing this one today?
I might join you for the late models tonight.
Okay.
Instead of doing the 6 a.m.
Yeah, I thought you were racing in this.
Nah. Need a little more practice around other people. Show me what wants.
Practice is over.
Alright, practice is over. We're ready to go. We're buckled in. Let me set my settings here in the setup that I always do. Go. Alright, time to start recording. Alright, good afternoon everybody. We are recording our weekly, or our whenever these guys do race, because they don't race weekly, but whenever there's a week that the iRacing NASCAR Modified Tour races. This is a year-long series that races longer races than just their normal 12-week seasons. This one follows as closely as possible real-life modifieds. I don't know why I shifted down there. I'm used to running the cup car from last night where we were shifting in the corners. Pushed hard on that last lap there.
You're clear. Clear. 0 behind. 12 set to the stall. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On target.
I was a little bit early on that. I always find myself either slowing down too early for my pit stall or slowing down too late. Because I always either stop too early or I stop too late. Every time. I need to get better with my timing there. That's one thing that we need to do better. But thank you for everybody that's watching this video. Sorry I didn't say anything at the beginning of the video, but thank you to our sponsors. Thank you to Fade and Chaos for helping us out. They're a metal band. They're the music that you hear playing at the beginning and the end of every video. Thank you so much, guys. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you for making our theme song, and thank you for helping support the channel. My buddy Survival Viper as well. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. He's taking a hiatus from streaming right now, but he's been putting out some videos over on the YouTube channel, so look up Survival Viper on YouTube. Thank you so much, dude. Thank you for helping us cover the Costa race as well. You're awesome, man. Thank you so much, and I love having y'all's logos on the car. But then, as well, thank you to all the teams I'm affiliated with. Thank you to all the platforms that make this possible. And thank you to every viewer, follower, subscriber, everybody out there that watches any of my content, whether it's my live streams, because I'm live streaming now while recording it. Thank you so much, guys. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. And I hope y'all enjoy the race today. Wait, are you spectating the race?
No, not yet.
Oh, not yet. Okay. Okay. So what you're saying is I'm gonna have eyes in the sky.
For the most part.
Uh-huh. For the most part.
Yeah.
What about the not the time where there's no eyes in the skies?
You're on your own.
Oh, you might not be able to stay for the whole race, huh?
Nope. That's why I didn't enter.
I mean, if we get this done quick and we don't have cautions, then it's only like a 30-minute race. So we could be done in like less than 45 minutes. So, like, I mean, like, I don't know. It depends on how clean we all want to race. I'm okay with racing clean if I get raced clean.
Yeah.
The part where I might get upset is if I'm not raced clean. Alright. That's the end of qualifying. Let's take a look at the lineup sheet. We're 7th.
$110 seconds to gridding ends.
7th out of how many? 20? We're car number 5. 7th out of 20. That's not bad. Make sure everything is good. Everything is good. We're good. Good. Getting on the grid. Alright, we're going to crank the brake bias all the way forward. Okay. Let me make sure that my audio channel, I can hear all teams. We're good, 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 good. Everything's good. No sets of tires for the race. Obviously, no fast repairs. No fuel.
No gas.
Our crew chief just turned it off for us.
60 seconds left.
Out of 25
7th,
left.
car number 5 out of 20 people.
Who will survive? Dun, dun, dun. Good luck, everybody. Let's try to keep it fun.
Let's grip it or rip it, boys and girls.
Yeah, I like that guy.
30
What, me?
seconds left.
Go get it done.
I don't know, seems kind of sus.
$15 seconds left. 10 seconds.
Man, that's great because his last name starts with sus. I think it's like,
5
I think it looks like
seconds.
Susky or something like that.
Pace car about to go.
All I can think of is fucking from
Let's roll.
Parks and Rec, the TV show, like the two super obnoxious people on the TV show, where they're like creeping through the fucking park and they're like, "Don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious."
hot a burger.
Man, these guys are really trying to warm up their tires in front of me here. Dude, can we stop fucking gas and braking it?
Get ready to race.
Pace car is in
Are
pit
you
lane.
serious?
Green flag. 9 to our stall.
Focus now.
I fucking hate people, dude.
2 cars on track. Clear.
That right there is part of the reason why I like racing with the AI.
You saw that the guy in, like in front, they fucking checked the whole field up,
Yep.
and then I had to check up to not hit the dude in front of me, and then the guy behind me hit me. I did hit the guy in front of me though. Like all of a sudden he braked. I tried to check up and I hit his rear bumper, and then I got hit from behind.
14.556.
It's like even if I wouldn't have hit the dude in front of me, then
Yeah,
like the guy
nobody-
behind me was still gonna hit me and push me into him with how hard he hit me.
Great. Fastest lap.
Nobody checked up in front of that
14.5.
4 car. That was all the 4 car.
The guy right in front of me?
Yep. He got too scared because he got too close to the car in front of him, so he just brake checked.
14.
Yeah, he couldn't
That's
he couldn't hold the speed during the 2 pace laps either. Like he just kept on
Yeah.
gas brake.
Full course yellow.
Pit lane
Well,
is
that
closed.
helps.
Careful in 5
Oh, yeah.
seconds.
That helps
2
me a
cars
lot.
left.
Further 120 laps
Come
left.
on, 2x.
Pace
Yeah.
car left the pit. 21 seconds
4x.
till pace car.
Don't stop, don't stop, don't
It's
stop,
open.
don't stop.
16 seconds before the pace car.
Please tell me we get to pass the pace car again.
I don't know.
2
Don't be
seconds
that the
up to
reason
the
why I
pace
go a lap
car.
down. Yes, sweet. Okay, I was gonna
That
say,
sucked.
yeah,
15
I was
seconds
gonna
left till the
say,
pace car. Eight flag. 13, 12, 11, 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 2, 3, 1. Servicing.
Optional repairing
oh
started.
fuck, I'm not gonna have enough
35
time to do all that.
seconds left.
Clear behind.
I have like 35 seconds of damage repairs.
We got 16 seconds until
I can't
pace
do
car.
all that. I can't do that unless we're caught up to the pace car.
Yeah.
Because I left that pit entrance when it was closing.
12
Like it
seconds up till the
said
pace
pit exit
car.
closing.
Go easy in 3
Not the
seconds.
entrance, the exit, yeah.
1 car.
So when I was trying to
Jesus,
leave
I
the
look at
pits,
my
it was
review and I see
telling
a
me.
billiard ball paint scheme. That's pretty cool looking.
God damn it, dude.
1 more before green flag. Cleared
So
yellow.
the wreck was
Yeah,
kind of
it's pretty
interesting.
Yeah.
There's
The car
9
that
seconds
spun the
until pace
17
car.
ended up upside down on his roof.
Oh shit.
It's clear.
Get ready to race.
Alright, here we go.
Pace
God
car
damn, dude,
5
there's something
seconds.
broken in my front end.
Pace car back in. Green lights.
Get ready to go. First position is black flag.
Car inside forward. Still there. And clear. Still there. Car outside forward. Outside rear. Clear.
Dude, the guy in first got black flagged? Did he jump the start?
He might have.
Oh, maybe it was second. Maybe second place jumped the start and then was the leader at the time
Chambers
that he
has
got the
taken the
penalty.
lead.
I wonder if the leaders were checking up and playing dumb games.
Last was a 14.746.
Because the guy in second place on the outside is not supposed to have his nose ahead of the leader's
That
nose
was a 14.630.
at the time the green flag comes out. So and a lot of times the green flag comes out based off when the leader goes. So if the leader like kind of started to jump on the throttle and like went up like a couple miles an hour faster, he could have like brake checked
14.7.
real quick, and second place's front end passes his, and the green comes out because there's a little bit of a hesitation after the leader starts to speed up before the game picks it up and throws the green.
110 laps
So the
left.
leader could have like
15
jumped on the
laps
throttle,
down.
quickly
Well
burped
done.
it, went like
Best.
3 or 4 miles an hour faster,
14.489.
then gave a little tap to the brake. And if you try to
New
stay
leader
even
is
with the
Jordan.
leader, that's the price you pay if the leader checks up. Or spins his tires or anything for that matter. Like the leader might always not be trying to screw you over. That's why it's always good to keep your nose like significantly further back from the leaders, which kind of sucks because then you can't truly actually start side by side. If you have your front end about halfway up to the leader's door or so, like halfway up his car, and then he goes, even if he taps the brake a little bit, it's going to be easier for you to see it coming or for you to react. I didn't enter that corner properly at all.
Last lap 14.7. Last was 14.640. We got about 100 laps left.
These guys in front of me are racing really fucking hard.
Plus 100 laps remaining. 14.9
And I don't want to be involved in the wreck that's about to happen here.
Well, if the top 3 keep going the way they are, they're gonna wreck soon too.
Oh. Okay then. Oof. Holy shit, dude.
Last lap was a 15.3.
Car does not feel good up there on the high side. Better stop doing that or else I'm gonna knock the toe out of it worse than it already is.
Yeah.
We have roughly 95 laps left.
Watch out. Safety car.
It's close.
Woof.
We will get fuel also windscreen.
Streambot, clip that.
No one behind.
Huh.
Pace car rolling out. 16
Yeah,
seconds
he lost
until
it in
pace
front of
car.
me, man. We were pushing really hard, both of us.
Let's get caught up to the pace car, please. Caught up to the pace car, please.
You have 14 seconds before the pace car.
We're 14 seconds before the pace car. Let's fucking go. Dude,
We
catch
got 9
up.
seconds up to the pace car.
Oh, you fucking idiot.
We will have juice as well as
No fuel.
polishing window.
13,
Fuel to stay as it is.
7, 6, 4, 3, 2,
Hey,
1.
yesteryear guy, does my front end
Good.
look alright after that?
30 seconds optional left.
30
You
seconds
behind me?
optional left.
Yes, sir.
Go down low a little bit. Yeah, it looks alright.
Clear.
I might want to next time actually get fuel, because earlier
Yeah,
on in the
'cause
run
he
the
hit
car
the
felt
apron,
better.
started
As we're
losing it,
racing,
and
the
I just
car's
kinda
getting
helped him
looser.
around the rest of the way.
I wonder
so.
if the rear end of the car is getting lighter and the spoiler is getting up in the air more.
12
Yeah,
I know
that's
that
how
would,
I
I know that you would
figured
think that that would
you
make you
didn't
tighter.
freaking
I know
keep going,
that
you
you would
would've
think
got
that you would
Watch
get
train
out
wreck.
in 4 seconds.
tighter because of
One
this.
car.
I know you would think that you'd get tighter, kinda,
Incident cleared.
because there'd be more downforce on the rear spoiler. But like the new
10
Cup
seconds
cars
to the pace car.
get looser if the rear end is if the like the right rear is up in the air higher than anything else in the car. Because the profile of the car, like just the aero profile of the car, or whatever, just changes. Because the aero is more about getting the car as close to the ground as possible. So if the diffuser on the back of the Cup car is not low enough to the ground,
One lap to
it doesn't
green.
create the enough downforce, and the car gets snappy loose. I wonder if with these cars, if at this track with the rear end being lighter, if it's up in the air more.
We got 5 seconds till pace car.
Get ready.
0 behind. Pace car in pit lane. Green, green, green.
Focus now. Chambers got a black flag.
We have 2 near.
Last lap
Somebody got a black
25
flag on
seconds,
that?
178.
Still there, still there,
Yeah,
still there. Clear.
the leader brake checked it.
Again?
Yeah,
3 coming
Huh.
up.
I don't know if he's the same one that did it the last time or not, but it's the 12 car.
I don't know. If it is the same guy, then that's twice.
Yeah.
Previous lap was a 15.190.
What's the name on that?
Nice move, fella.
Blake Dorney.
Okay. Keep an eye out for that if another caution comes out, please. If you would, thank you.
I will.
If you have to leave before then, that's cool. I just you know, kind of wanted to know
Yeah.
for
14.9 on that lap.
research purposes.
Yep.
Administrative work post race.
82 laps left.
Even though obviously I'm not an admin or anything else like that, it's just technically filing protests are an administrative type
Another 80 laps to go.
process.
You have roughly 80 laps left.
I don't understand what's going on here. This looks like an absolute cluster.
Yeah, the 15 and the 20 up in front of you are not getting along.
Isn't the 20 a lap down? Oh no, that's
I
the
think
11.
so.
High side forward. Still there. Still there. Still there. You're clear.
I don't see a 20. Might be
He's
a
right by the
custom.
11. Oh, it might be a custom, yeah. If you can see the 11, he's the car right in front of the 11.
Okay.
On low rear. Still there. Still there. Still there. Still there. On low. Still there. It's clear.
I have to save my tires. I'm not saving my tires right now racing, which really sucks because I really want to race, but I'm just not running enough of a pace to stay up here. Which really sucks because I'm just outside the top 10.
None behind.
Around 71 laps left.
Oh, is it the gray Emerling car that was holding us up
70 laps
earlier?
remaining.
Yes.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, he's pretty much been holding everybody up. He got a few good shots to the rear.
Yeah, because earlier, before the caution, the car in front of us that we're getting held up by was actually getting held up by the 20. By that Emerling car.
Yeah.
Okay. So that makes
Last
sense.
15.026.
Because he was holding our group up earlier, and now he's holding our group up again.
Last lap 15 seconds.
I mean, honestly, I'm faster than him, but I'm not fast enough to make a move for a spot there. Which I understand. I mean, he's running his line.
Yeah. And he is staying consistent. Every lap he's been running is a 14.96.
It's just none of us are fast enough to make a move on him.
Yeah, and the two that were literally just gave him the chrome horn to get him out of the way.
Around 64 laps left.
I mean, what he's doing is actually really, really smart.
Yep,
He's just running a
saving his stuff.
consistent. Yeah, he's just running a consistent line.
Still there. Still there. Outside front. We're clear.
He's probably actually put in a lot of practice and learned exactly where he needs to run to consistently run those times. And that's what he's doing, is he's just consistently running and saving.
Close to 62 laps left.
Problem is the leader's like
Incident
2
in
cars
4
behind
seconds.
us.
1 car.
Come on.
Track has cleared.
Yeah,
Be
leader just
careful.
came off 4.
Yeah, he's not far behind us.
Weather has changed. Track temperature climbed to 108 degrees Fahrenheit in the last 21 minutes.
Holy shit, what the fuck is going on here?
65 completed. 60 left.
Still there. Still there. Unclear. High side front. Still there. High. Still there. Still there. Car outside. Still there. Still there. Still there. Car high. Clear.
Jesus, dude.
That was a 14 seconds 970.
Those cones are glitched coming out of 4. I'm seeing 2 cones on the track surface that got knocked out of the way near the pit entrance, and they're just sitting in the middle of the track. And they've been like that for like the last, like, I don't know, since they got knocked out there.
Where are you on track?
Turn 1.
Right, the 4 car that just went into turn 3, he is loose and sliding it all over the place. He may end up spinning out soon.
Okay.
Roughly 51 laps left. More laps left.
Holy shit, 50 laps left.
Yeah, I probably could have actually made the race.
Approximately 49 laps left.
Damn. Come on. Ah, fuck. Too loose to get in there. I can't. I gotta save my tires.
The leader's being smart. He's holding back from the group of cars you're in.
Oh yeah, he's probably got a decent lead, and he's like, oh no. He's like, this is a clusterfuck here.
You have 45 laps left.
45 laps left.
Car that's behind you just spun out down to the inside, but no yellow.
Damn it.
And leader is right behind you.
I really need a caution. I hope somebody really starts driving like an idiot.
15.41 hundredths on that lap.
The 4 car just keeps like going up to the outside and letting everybody by him. He might cause a wreck.
Big squeaky right there, holy shit.
More laps to go.
Moving up and letting later
Left side
go.
rear, still there, still there, still there. You're clear.
Around 38 laps left.
The leader has passed me. But now he's stuck behind the 20 that was holding everybody up earlier. I just scuffed the wall.
We got about 36 laps left. Seconds 115 last lap. Approximately 34 laps left.
Ooh. The leader had to drive so far into the corner that he got himself drifting to try to get past the 20.
Yeah,
The leader might wreck himself, dude.
I know. Yeah, I'm watching the leader from Chase Cam.
And I am on his ass. I'm sure you probably see me pop up a little bit.
Yeah. I don't know if you want to be that close.
Previous lap was a 15.3.
Oh,
Plus 30
Oh, that
laps
was close.
remaining.
Still there. Still there. Still there. It's clear. Low side front. Still there. Clear. On outside front. Still there. Still there. Still there. Still there. On outside forward. Still there. We're clear. Car high front. Clear.
what the fuck are we driving in right now?
Fucking douchebag. Left down fucking 4X me, huh?
Yeah, I don't know why you pushed me down the track.
Yeah, thanks a
There's
lot.
about 24.9 laps left.
Oh shit, we're starting to run out of
Lap
time
was
here.
15 seconds, 115.
Yeah. May not have a choice. You might have to give him the chrome horn and move him up the track.
Dude, he is just fucking checking up like crazy in the center of the corner.
High side forward. Still there. You're clear. Still there. Still there. Still there. Still there. Still there. Still there. It's clear. Outside behind. Still there. On outside. Outside door. Still there. We're clear.
Or I'll just fucking send it. I like that option. I mean, if that wouldn't have worked, then chrome horn's always there. But
20 laps to go.
Still there. High forward. Still there. And clear. Outside forward. Clear. High side front. Still there. Still there. Still there. Still there. You're clear. High behind. Still there. We're clear.
18.9 laps still.
I think these guys have burned up their tires like bad. Mine are hot and slick, but I think my tires might be better than theirs. That was 2 positions, man. My heart was
Close to
fucking pounding, dude.
60.9 laps left.
I'm the first car behind the leader.
Yep.
Good.
You're ninth.
9th?
You're ninth. Car in front of the leader is 8th.
Holy shit, dude.
Around 15.9 laps
And if
left.
there's a caution, as long as we're not involved, lucky dog, back on the lead
Yep.
lap. With
Lucky
less than
leader.
20 to go, I'm pretty sure now. Or about 20 to
yeah,
go.
15.
Ooh. Ooh.
On Yellow side forward, still there, inside, clear.
Nice move, Justin, on the outside.
I'll take 8th. Please, somebody give us this position. Give us a caution. Give us a caution. Just want a little caution. Just a little caution.
Somebody might. Everybody's getting real loose.
I'm 1 spot back from where I started. Who would have thought that riding in the back with damage would have fucking saved me? Still pissed I got spun on the first lap, man.
We have about 10.9 laps left.
Oh no, I didn't even get I didn't even get spun on the first lap. I got spun before the fucking green flag.
Yep.
I got spun on lap 0.
10 further laps left.
Walmart and Whataburger are going after it.
Dude, I fucking hate people, man. I hate stupid people. I mean, we're running great comparatively, but I fucking hate stupid people.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we haven't. I mean, this has been a great race, and I haven't really been talking a whole hell of a lot, but it's been a great race. It's just been a lot of focus. Actually, like 10 laps to go, I might be focusing really hard here. Breathing very little.
About 6.9 laps left.
Fuck.
Previous lap was a 15.0.
Was that for position?
You're still 8th.
Fuck.
The car in front of you is the leader.
Over to you, babe. Oh, T-Dubs is going back to work. She was
7th
on
place is
break.
that orange and black car.
Okay.
And clear.
See, comparatively, if I would have stayed up there in the front, right now I'm on first place's ass.
Yeah.
If I wouldn't have gotten spun, this would be second place right now.
Yep.
If I would have stayed up there.
And fourth prestige would be great.
White this time.
Okay, white flag here. I'm not getting him unless he
About
spins.
0.9 laps
I'm just too
left.
far back.
Yep.
Ran out of time and he's gonna finish on the lead lap.
Let's hope next race gets better.
8th place ain't bad for what happened to you on pace lap.
Solid top 10.
That's PA.
Right behind the leader. Applying pressure to the leader. Essentially, I was right there on him. Whew. Man, tires felt pretty good at the end. I want to see what these tires look like. But, man. Thank you guys so much for watching.
6,
Thank you,
5,
thank you to everybody that made all that possible.
Me at the end there.
3,
You guys are freaking awesome.
No, it's pretty great.
1.
Thank you guys so much.
Perfect.
Yeah, that was a slippery flop.
Trying to hold
Man.
on.
That was crazy.
Thanks for being clean for the most part, boys. That was fun.
Thank you to everybody who makes this possible. Thank you to our sponsors. Thank you to Fate and Chaos, the metal band. Thank you for making, you know, our theme music and everything. My car just started rolling.
Servicing.
Okay, there. Alright. Thank you, Fate and Chaos. Thank you for making the theme song to the channel here. Thank you for helping us cover the cost of race. Thank you for everything.
Good win there, man.
Thank you to my buddy
Burn it the
Survival
hell down
Viper.
for us all.
Thank you to my buddy Survival Viper. Thank you for all your support. Thank you, you know, for helping us cover the cost of race as well. Everybody go check out Survival Viper's YouTube channel. look up Survival Viper on all one word on the YouTube. He's taken a hiatus from streaming, but thank you all so much. Thank you to those are our sponsors. They help us a lot, and we proudly carry their logos on the car. Thank you to all the teams I'm affiliated with. Thank you to all the platforms make all this possible. And man, most importantly, thank you to everybody out there that supports me. Just everybody in general, every viewer, follower, subscriber, everybody that's on any of the teams that we work with, anybody, just anybody and everybody out there. Thank you so much. I love you guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I hope to see you guys in the next race. All right. So let's. I hate how you can't see your tires while you're sitting in your pistol. Like, you'd think they would take the tire temperatures and shit like that.
You finished with 8.98 gallons in the fuel tank.
Not bad,
Short and
actually.
brief. Well, at least we finished.
Not bad.
Tattoo. We finished in PA.
On the left sides, it was 98% on the front, 97% on the rear, on the left side. So we already knew those weren't going to be an issue, though. On the right side, on the right front, it's 89% tread. On the rear, it's 68% tread.
So, have you considered getting a subscription? Visit the getdre.app and hook me up if you like my assistance. Thank you, my favorite racer.
So, also the temperature on the right front, it was 189 was the highest temperature. On the right rear, 214 was the highest temperature. So I was keeping the right rear cooler than in the practice run, but I was keeping the right front, I think, a little bit warmer, possibly. I don't remember what it was in practice. But even on my worst tire, seeing 68% tread remaining after a 125 lap race here, it's not bad.
No.
Okay. I want to see the winner. Let's see. Race laps. I want to see right from the beginning of the race. Okay, so he was further back for that. Let's see. First restart. Where is he? On the first restart. Okay. More under caution. Okay, so here we are. He's car number 12, which I think is actually this car right here. It's the 62 or something. I can't quite tell the custom paint scheme number here. Okay, he's rotated around the outside really well off the starts. Yeah, on that start, he jumped right up to third. Let's see, how did he do that? Dude, the outside was leaving huge, big gaps. Oh yeah. Between him and the car in front of him, there was more than a car length gap. And then he just started railing around the high side and jumped up to third in like one lap. So he went from 8th to 3rd in one lap. after jumping the start.
Yep.
Let's see, after that, when's the next caution? Okay, he was in first place for that one. Okay, so the caution that's on lap 35. He's in first place. Getting around to the point where we should be starting again soon. Okay, here we go. Oh, dude, that is big. Holy crap. Bam. Okay, so he's going 40, 40, 40, 40, 40, 40. 40 miles an hour, 39. Oof. Right there, boom, 38. So he went from 40 to 38 and then jabbed the freaking throttle.
Yeah.
I know what he did. I know what he did. He had his foot on both the gas and brake at the same time. And then while he put his foot in the throttle, he jabbed the brake harder. It checked him up like 2 miles an hour, and then at the same time immediately jumped him up to 41 after. I can't see his telemetry, but I would love to, because I have a feeling I know what he did.
Possibly.
But we don't have the ability to have the telemetry of other people, unless he was recording it and putting it up to Garage 61.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got hit from behind too. Because you can see that bumper up his ass right there. That might have been how he got the boost. Let's see. Let's see if that's what caused it. Man, look at that checkup, though. Dude.
I said he checked up.
Oh, the 13 also hit the 19, too. Yeah, you can see his rear end move. Going 38 there, or no, going 40 there. Okay, now he's going 43, dude. Yup. Yeah, and then the 11 was definitely ahead of him. And that was when Chambers, that was when James Chambers got the black flag. He was in second place. Okay, so that was lap 39. Let's see. Okay, so lap 39. And then we're looking for this to change at any point in time. I think that was the last caution. Yeah, that was the last caution.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, there was a few other people that got penalized on some starts, so let's see what those were. The initial start somebody got penalized on. Let's see what that was up in the lead. I'm glad I was on the inside though. Like when I got like when I got dumped at the start, I'm so glad I was on the inside.
Oh yeah, it would suck if you were on the inside.
Because if
on the outside.
Because if I was on the outside, that would have caused a wreck. Because I would have gotten, from 7th place, I would have gotten spun into the guy on my inside, which would have probably turned him up into the outside wall, blocked the track right when everybody was getting on the throttle.
Yeah.
We would have had a track blocking fucking pile up. And whoever I get turned into probably would have been, you know, yelling at me. Oh, dude, that one was blatant, man. Catch it in slow motion here. 42 miles an hour, 41 miles an hour. 41, still 41, 40, still 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48. That's not when he had slowed down. Okay, let's get it here. It's forward in the 40s, in the 40s, in the 40s. Wait, what the fuck was that? Oh, okay, he didn't. It wasn't him. It was Steve. Steve jumped it. Steve jumped it on the outside. Okay, here's what happened on that one. The leader was gonna wait until, if he needed to, he was gonna wait until the green flag came out. So he was just holding. He's going 43 here. What the fuck was that? Yeah, okay, here went 40, 40, 44, 43, 45, 44, 46, 45, 47, 46, 47, 48, 47, 48, 49. They're almost at the line. To the end of the start box. 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 59, 60, 62, 63, 60. Okay, but then let's look at the leader. Let's see what he did. I think it might have been Steve
Pace
that kind of
car on
fucked
the
up.
roll. Pace car in.
Damn it. I was trying to look. It looks like what might have happened from what I was looking at with the leader on that one, on the initial start, was usually, if I remember correctly, the initial start is on iRacing. He waited and waited and waited and didn't get on the gas until after second place did. So basically, he didn't brake check. He just held his speed and was going to hold his speed until the game threw the green. The thing was,
it just looked like a checkup because of the other car taking off quicker.
well, that and also the guy behind the leader was staying back more than a car length until he got to the restart zone. So he could get on the throttle before anybody, because he was basically already more than a car length behind. So when the leader hit the restart zone, basically the dude in third place was like so far back that he just was able to jump on the throttle before the green came out. And then he timed it wrong and had nowhere to go, so he had to check up when he got to the leader. And so, like, it honestly looked like that was a closer to a 5 mile per hour difference almost for the guy that was in third place. So, I mean, yeah, it looked like a lot of people were playing games up there and thought the leader was going to go before the green, and the leader didn't.
Yeah.
And that stacked the field up because everybody else, the leader was going to wait for the green from the official, and then, like, from the flagman, and then since the leader was waiting for the signal from the flagman instead of starting himself, everybody else was trying to play mind games, trying to figure out when the leader was going to go, and they judged wrong because they thought the leader was going to go before they probably thought the leader was going to go at the like early in the restart zone. But for the initial start of the race, I'm pretty sure normally you're supposed to wait for the leader, or you're supposed to wait for the flagman. I don't remember what the rule is on initial starts. I know that the restarts are on the leader, where the leader can just go whenever he wants. But I don't remember. I don't remember how the initial start of the race is treated. I was in split 2, and we got done that fast. Split 1, who did that have in it? Tyler Hudson, Tracy Petter. Oh man, this had some people. 39, or yeah, 3,900 strength of field.
Were there only two? Were there only two splits, or
No,
was
there
there
was
three?
there was 3.
Then I probably would have been in the third one.
Oh, the third one had 12 cautions.
Because my I rating is 1078, so
The split for that one, third split, was 1,100. So you would have been in the bottom half of that split. Which, honestly, it probably would have been an I rating gain for you. It had 12 cautions, and I mean, all 3 of the splits are already done. We had 2 cautions in our race. There was 4 cautions in the top split. But still, like, the average lap time was 17 seconds in top split. Our average lap time was 16.1 seconds, and bottom split, the average lap time was 21.3 seconds. That still would have been fast enough for you to be able to race, even if it would have been bottom split.
yeah. Well, I wasn't sure exactly how long it was going to take, so.
I mean, honestly, these races are usually really fast races. I'm 109th. I think that's overall, though. Dude, I love this part of the UI because I can check the standings so easy. This is the part I really, really like.
Yeah.
109th overall. My buddy Ryan is 13th overall. That's pretty fucking badass. He's doing really good. He's had 5 starts in 3 weeks. So out of the 3 weeks that we've had so far, he's had 5 starts. So I think that, yeah, I think there was like 2 weeks where he ran more than one race.
I did only 1 start. I'm sitting 730th.
Let's see, 109th out of 756. We gotta pick it up a little bit here. Counting the drop weeks, if you run every race of the season for the rest of the season, you'll probably hit the point where when the drop weeks are counted in, your numbers are gonna go like way up there.
Yeah.
I don't know how many drop weeks there are.
I think it's 4, like everything else.
Let's see where I am in Division 2. Division 2, I'm 23rd. Wait. 28th. Not 23rd, 28th. I can't fucking read. 28th out of 192. It's not bad. Let's see where I am in Texas. I'm second in Texas. That is so crazy. Okay, there's somebody in my division that this is crazy because he didn't even win. He finished 5th, and he happens to be like in Division 1. But there's this dude that's in first place in my division right now. He's in Division 1. He's got 5,460 I rating. He's at the top of the board for Texas drivers. He has 1 week counting and 1 start. He got 243 points in that race. It had to have been a top split race. And he has 0 wins, 0 poles, 1 top 5. His average start is 8th. His average finish is 5th. His incident points that he's had in the season so far is 36, or is not 36, but is 16. 16 incident points. Which means that he's only ran 1 race. And since that's his average start and his average finish, that means that he started 8th in his only race that he ran, and he finished 5th in his only race that he ran. And he's 23 points ahead of me in the point standings. He's the leader in the Texas championship.
Yeah. I really don't like how they do the points
in this
system.
modified series. That's the crazy part about how much more points you make when you're in top split races. When you get into the top split races, you make way more fucking points. Like, way more. I understand there should be a difference, but I don't understand the difference, like how huge the difference is. Because like the person that won in our split got 115 points. The person that won top split got 234 points. Like that is almost double the points that the winner of our race got. So basically, winning top split gets you almost double the amount of points. The way it's calculated off of I rating, because of our split being a 1.8k and their split being a 3.9k, because of such a huge difference in strength of field. Because the amount of points that you get is based off, the strength of field, and then the way the points change between positions is based off how many people signed up for the race. So if there's a lot of people that show up, and like if there's a lot of people that show up, then the difference that drops from one position to another, like how much more first gets than second, and then how big the difference is to third, and then those differences are smaller if there's more people signed up. But then the overall amount of points that are distributed, like the amount that you get for first place in one race versus another, is based off the strength of the field. So if you're in a race that's like half the strength of field as what top split is, then like they're gonna get double the points to you. Which is why when you're racing for points, that's why we talk about SOF nights in tour mods, is because when you're racing for points, if you can only afford to race like once a week, the one time you want to make sure you race is when it's the night that the most people with the highest I ratings show up. And usually when there's more people signed up for a race, people that are just browsing that have higher I ratings that are looking at what they might want to run next, like they're going to be looking at the schedule, and a lot of the people with the highest I ratings are clicking on the races with the most people signed up. Like, I mean, especially like that's why a lot of times, like especially like Monday nights, you have like a shit ton of people signed up, or you not a shit ton, but you have the most people signed up for tour mods on on Monday nights, you also see like when everything switches over to the new to the next week on Monday nights, the NASCAR stuff, like trucks and stuff like that, see insane car counts. Because Monday nights people just flock to those series, especially around that 8-9 o'clock time frame. Because that's prime racing hours. Monday on a Monday night at 8 or 9 o'clock in the night, dude, you will find a lot of fucking people online. Like even right now, there's 17.
Oh, yeah.
Even right now, there's 17,000 people online right now in WoW or in iRacing. The fact that, dude, look at dude, if you've ever noticed the amount of laps that have been turned on in races in iRacing, if you've ever looked at that number, you'll realize that it's in the billions now at this point. It is 7,153,783,454 laps have been turned in races in iRacing. Like when they count the laps that everybody runs in every like official race, that's the number they put up. So in official races, that's how many laps that have been fucking turned. That is a giant number. Like it is hard to even process how much that number is. Like I'm pretty sure that means that we are probably, if I remember correctly, or maybe in the next couple of years, we will officially approach the point where more laps have been turned in official races in iRacing than what there are people living on this planet.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That is fucking insane. It also makes me want to race more. And I mean, that's only an estimate because we don't actually know exactly how many people are on this planet at any given moment. Because, you know, there's entire tribes of people out there that we don't even know about or that we don't even have contact with or have no technology at all and are not counted as far as like an official census goes because that'd be pretty much impossible right now at this point. But actually, how many people are estimated to be living on this planet? And I should be stopping this stream. I'm just like fucking rambling on right now for absolutely no reason. But hey, we're just chit-chatting and having fun.
Yeah.
Let's look to see what the latest estimate is of people living on this planet. Right now it is currently estimated that there are. Oh, it's only showing for 2023. Why is it only showing for 2023? Do they don't have a count?
Because I think 2023 is when the last census was done.
Okay, so according to according to 2023, there is estimated to be 8.062 billion people living on Earth. So 8.062. We are currently at 7.153 billion people on Earth. Actually, technically, since the 783,000 is above 500,000, you would technically round up in most cases when you're counting. Like, I'm sure it's not exactly 7.0 whatever, because it would have to be something more than that. There's no way it's just that it just ends at that, you know, that decimal point. It's the last decimal point they're counting, and when you do that, you usually round up if there's something after that. So iRacing would technically be at 7.154 billion laps ran in races. I wonder how long it would take to get to that number. Dude,
I don't know.
I think that would be so cool to be racing at the time that iRacing surpasses, like laps ran in iRacing surpasses the amount of people estimated to be living on this earth.
Yeah.
It's, dude, it's kind of hard to put those numbers into perspective. Because, like, that is a really, 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 really big number that I can't even fully comprehend.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's look at the schedule. What are we running next? Thompson. Hell yeah. We're gonna have to get a lot of practice for that. That's coming up in March 26th. So, oh, next week. All right, we don't have a lot of time to prepare. All right, that's coming up next week. We're gonna be busy, 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 busy.
Oh yeah.
Wait, is there a way to? I wonder. You know, it would be badass of iRacing to do.
What's that?
If there was a button here to click that would take the entire schedule and save it to a CSV file, like one of those files that you can load up in in like oh fuck, what is it? Um like spreadsheets and shit like that. And like that way, dude, what's the Microsoft program for that? For like spreadsheets and stuff. Dude, I know there's also a Google one too. Which one is that? Google Sheets. Dude, I'm so fucking dumb. What's the Microsoft equivalent?
I don't know.
Oh, Excel. That's what it is. It's Excel. Okay, that's what I was. Okay, so like CSV files are files that you can like import into Microsoft Excel or Google Sheets or whatever to make like spreadsheets.
Yeah.
And that's what we used to use to chart our points and stuff like that, was basically like spreadsheet files and shit like that when we ran a league. Um, and everybody knows what spreadsheets are. Uh, like you fucking almost everything in life at some point is like managed through spreadsheets. In a way, but so basically, what I think would be super awesome is if iRacing did the coding to like make it so for every series on that UI there would be like a button that you can click on to download a spreadsheet, like a CSV file of that schedule. Um, and like what time slots are on that schedule, and then freaking like then have like a thing where you can like not iRacing specifically, but then like you could have like a template or whatever in Google Sheets or in Microsoft Excel, have like a template that you can take all of that information um, out of those spreadsheets, like for the splits that you want to run, um, and then put them into like one spreadsheet that you could export as a CSV file to like upload to whatever calendar program you use on your computer, whether it's just a calendar that's built into Windows, or whether it's a Google Calendar or whatever. Have it set up to where you can like import a CSV file into whatever calendar program you use to manage your alerts and shit like that. and then basically just have that essentially build the calendar, or at least build all of the races that you want to run into a calendar. That way you can have like alerts, so like and then at the same time, because that's what I use Google Calendar. And then like, if I know I haven't done it for a couple of weeks, but I know there was one week that I did it. But if I like, sometimes what I'll do is I'll just go and grab a screenshot of just that week, and then I'll throw it in Discord to show everybody what I'm running that week. At least what I have scheduled that week for sure that I'm gonna run, and either stream or record.
Yeah.
I know it sounds crazy, but we also plan around that. Like T-Dubs and I, like, we have a Google Calendar that we both share privately together, where anything that we need to schedule, we put on that. And I put all of my main schedules for like the races, like all these big tour races, NIS, all of that kind of stuff, league races, basically any of my streams or something like that that I have going on, that I already have pre-planned, other than just random shit we do. All of that stuff is on one calendar that we both share, so that way, like, whenever we're planning like something, like planning on going out to eat or something like that, like, we don't go out to eat very often, but like we go out to eat like maybe once or twice a month, and that's it. But like, when we do want to plan to go do something together, we basically plan it around, her work schedule, my streaming schedule, doctor's appointments, all that kind of shit. And we basically have a way where we can share the calendar together. And then just to double up, we write all that stuff down as well on the calendar out in the kitchen. So that way we can't forget. And then I somehow always forget uh what I have coming up next, because I can't remember shit. I hate just not being able to remember anything ever. Like, I just hate it.
Yeah, that sucks.
But we're gonna show you guys something real quick. Let's see here. Let's show you guys this. This is the AI. This is the AI generated race report, from the race. This is a thing that like we use now that generates, where has an AI. It randomly picks like an AI themed, or like an AI version of some kind of theme of character. And they basically, and they do have a couple of characters that the AI uses that are programmed to just be like regular, like, sports reporters, like regular race reporters. And they have like a bunch of other ones that are like, characters that are put in there for comedy purposes. Like the Chef Gordon Ramsay AI character they have, is just always an asshole. No matter how good or bad I do in a race, he's always an asshole, and he always has to criticize the one thing that I fucked up on, which is okay. Yeah, just believable. Like, that's what I expect every time that AI does one of those. But so right here we got my run in the NASCAR modified tour at South Boston. It was like a 125 lap race. We finished 8th, which was one spot down from where we started. We gained 7 I rating, and we gained 0.27 safety rating. There was 20 entries in the race, split 2 out of 3, and our SOF was 1,861. This AI is Naomi Grifter, and she says, "Well, folks, what an absolute barn burner of a race we just witnessed. Brian Johnson, starting an impressive 7th out of 20 drivers, managed to sneak his way up to a thrilling 8th place finish in his modified NASCAR Whelen Tour car. And just when you thought it couldn't get any more exciting, Brian also added 2 incidents to his tally for the day. Talk about living life on the edge. But the real cherry on top of this legendary performance, a whopping I rating change of 7. That's right, folks. Brian's stock in the iRacing world has just skyrocketed thanks to his near flawless execution of driving in circles for a few laps. So here's to it. Here's to you, Brian Johnson. We raise our virtual glasses to your intestinal fortitude and your uncanny ability to defy the odds. Keep on keeping on, champ. Keep on keeping on. So we're even throwing the freaking dude, the Joe Dirt theme at the end. That's hilarious. Because I literally used that quote yesterday, that Joe Dirt quote. Because it's like, you know, since I have a mullet, I kind of have to throw in some mullet themed quotes. Let's figure out who we're gonna raid. I can't be super high energy and like yell and do the really loud woo, because she's on the phone for work and she's like right there, so she'd be able to hear, and it would come up on the phone. So unfortunately, I kind of have to do like a passive kind of raid out. It sucks, I know. We want to be wild and excited and hyped up and fucking just give her, but we can't. Let's see here. Let's see what we got. Huh. I don't know who to raid out to, guys. We're gonna go raid C Johnson 08 because he's running top split NIS right now. That's a brave dude. Running top split NIS right now. Holy shit, man. I used to run NIS at this time slot, and dude, it was a clusterfuck, man. You get a lot of people that don't normally run stock cars. I've never seen such a large cluster of like road racers that are trying out NASCAR, and it is wild. But yeah, let's go. Let's go. It's time to watch the trailer.
Turns left. Tattoo is the best. Tattoo, he doesn't believe in core. Riley Reid is his favorite pour. Tattoo, he's cool as fuck. Tattoo, he's a juggalo. Tattoo, he is the best. Tattoo, he doesn't believe in core. Riley Reid is
Hey guys, we're starting up this raid here. Thank you guys so much for being here. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. That song right there was made by one of our sponsors, Fading Chaos, the metal band. Go look up Fading Chaos wherever you get your music. You can find them all the major platforms out there. It's Fading Chaos. They're a metal band. A buddy of mine is in the band. Has been a founder. He's a founder of the band. Love you guys. Also, thank you to my buddy Survival Viper, who's another who's another content creator. Go check him out on his YouTube. It's Survival Viper, all one word. But he's a super cool dude. He's taking a hiatus from streaming, but thank you, brother. Thank you so much to both of our sponsors for helping us cover the cost of race. I love you guys, and I love carrying your logos on the car. Thank you to all the teams I'm affiliated with. Thank you to all the platforms out there that make all of the products that we use, including like iRacing, and then also all these products that we're creating content on right now, like Twitch and YouTube and stuff like that. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for making all the products that you've made. Thank you for allowing to do every bit of this. Also, thank you to everybody that supports me, every viewer, follower, subscriber, everybody out there, guys, everybody that's watching, listening, just everybody. I love you guys. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for allowing me to do this, and thank you, thank you, thank you.